Hello. Today we will discuss about the remaining topic, that is the wavelength of a matter. Wavelength of a matter, okay, according to de Broglie. So that is lambda is equal to we show that yesterday, that is h by under root of 2 me. Today, okay, we have to derive the expression for remaining, okay, wavelengths. Okay, when a particle is, okay, which is present in the form of, okay, in the form of charge. Okay, so how the wavelength is changes. Okay, that means when a charged particle is moving, so how can we calculate the wavelength of that charged particle? Okay, ma. Now, so I'll explain with video. So when a charged particle is accelerated, okay, when a charged particle Q is accelerated by potential V, then the kinetic energy is equal to. Now we have to derive the expression for, okay, wavelength of a charged particle. Wavelength of a charged particle, that is, okay, when let us consider a charge, okay, which is consider whose charge is q, so which is accelerated means, okay, so when we are applying the potential to this charge, so it is move some distance, then, okay, its kinetic energy is considered as ke. So, okay, kinetic energy of the a charged particle is, okay, according to definition, that is E is equal to Q into V. Okay, so then the wavelength of the charged particle when it is accelerated, that is becomes, so yesterday we discussed that lambda is equal to, what is the formula, ma? That is the under root of 2me. So from this, okay, if we are substituting this E value, okay, lambda is equal to h by under root of h by under root of 2m. E means q into v. So this is the expression for, okay, this is the expression for wavelength of a charge which is accelerated with potential v. Okay, so this is another equation. Okay, ma'am. Total de Broglie find out the wavelength of the matter in different forms. Okay, first we derive, okay, when it is in the, okay, in the matter stage, okay, that is in the particle position, and we derive that, okay, lambda is equal to, okay, h by 2me. This is the expression for wavelength of a, okay, wavelength of a matter, okay, when it is travel, okay, possesses potential energy, okay, whose mass is m. And now we derived, that is lambda is equal to h by under root of 2mq into v. So this is the wavelength of a charge when it is accelerated with potential v. Now, so we have to derive. So if in case of electrons, okay, so how can we find the wavelength of the electron? Okay, we know that electron up to this topic, we know that electron is a particle. So, but Davis and Germer, he is a scientist. He explained that. So, electron is also, okay. It has the wave nature. Okay, that's why, okay, he proved that. So we have, okay, in the syllabus in the next topic. So electron is also, okay, it has the dual nature. So that's why. So when for a electron, so what is the wavelength formula? Okay, now we have to derive the wavelength of a electron, that is E is equal to kinetic energy is nothing, kinetic energy. So kinetic energy of a electron is, let's suppose its mass is m naught, and so its moves with the v square velocity. Then, so what is the energy of a electron? We represent as electron volts. Yes or no? So this is the kinetic energy of a electron. Okay, so this is the energy, general equation of a electron. So now we equating both of them, then, so this is also energy, this is also energy. That's why, so half mv square is equal to ev. So from this, okay, half mv square is equal, here v is the velocity, nana. V is the velocity of electron. Okay, velocity of electron. Here v is the potential. Okay, Here V is nothing but potential. Both are not equal. Okay. So then V square is equal to, suppose okay, these terms are taken to right side, that is 2EV by m naught. 2E by m naught. So V is equal to under root of 2EV by m naught. E is the charge and V is the potential. So then according to definition of lambda is equal to h by mv, or okay, h by p. P is nothing but mass into velocity. So from this, okay, that is h by m naught. So we got the velocity equation is, okay, in the electron, okay, velocity of the electron is under root of 2ev by m naught. Okay, so then, okay, we simplify this one. Then again we have to write that lambda is equal to what we got? Lambda is equal to h by m naught under root of 2ev by m naught. H by m naught under root of 2 e 2ev by m naught. Okay, now we simplify this one. So that is lambda is equal to, suppose if I multiply with root m, okay, multiply and divide with root m for this equation, root m naught, then this will be become h into root m naught by m naught. Okay, here root m naught get cancelled, so remaining is m naught is there under root of 2 under root of 2ev. Now, so here lambda is equal to, so h, this can be written as m naught, this can be written as under root of m naught into under root of m naught. This m naught can be written as under root of m naught into under root of m naught into 2ev. Under root of m naught, under root of m naught cancel. So then lambda is equal to h by, we can simply say that is root, this value is also root value, that is m naught I taken to inside, so that is 2m naught ev. Okay, so this is lambda is equal to this value. After simplifying this value, so we get that is 12.26 by root v. Okay, angstroms. Okay, this is the expression for expression for wavelength of a electron. Now, so and okay, when we are calculate, suppose okay, here, so voltage is applied to 1000 volts, okay, 100 volts, then so lambda is equal to 12.26 under root of by under root of 100. So that can be written as 12.26 by 10, so that is nothing but 1.226 angstroms. So this is the okay, value of the electron when we are applying the voltage is 100 volts. When we are applying the voltage is 100 volts. Okay, this is the de Broglie wavelength. Okay, so they are asked like that, so derive the expression for de Broglie wavelength equations. Okay, ma. Now, so this is one topic is completed. Next, very very important, phase velocity. Very very important, phase velocity. Okay, phase velocity and group velocity. So this will be occur in your competitive exams also. Phase velocity means, so the velocity of a wave, okay, which is in the plane of constant, and the phase is advances, okay, through a medium, that is said to be phase velocity. Simply we said that phase velocity means, okay, a wave, okay, which is travel with same phase, okay, okay, that is uniform phase. Okay, that is called as phase velocity. Phase velocity means a wave, okay, which is advanced in a medium with a constant phase, that is said to be, okay, constant phase is called as phase velocity. Girls, understand? Okay, phase velocity means so a wave which is travel with advances with uniform way a constant velocity or constant phase, so that is said to be phase velocity. Okay, and it can also according to formula, so we can be defined as it can be represented as Vp. Okay, that is V of P. Okay, that is nothing but phase velocity can be represented as Vp. Okay, that can be a formula is that is the ratio between angular frequency, the ratio between angular frequency divided by uh, propagation. K means propagation constant. Propagation constant. Propagation constant. Okay, so we can be defined as phase velocity also can be defined as the ratio between the angular frequency with the propagation constant. So that is called as phase velocity. So now we have to derive the we will show that. So Vp is equal to omega by K. Okay, so what is the expression for displacement of a wave? Okay, what is the expression for displacement of a wave? Displacement of a wave, so which is moves with a constant phase. Okay, constant phase means, so we know that what is the expression for a wave which is whose displacement is represented by y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. Okay ma, so here omega t minus kx is nothing but it is indicate the phase of a. So we know that we already discussed in a previous class, that is so omega by omega k minus kx, omega t minus kx. Okay, it is indicates that phase, it is indicates that phase. Okay, here phase velocity is nothing but the a wave which is moves with a constant constant plane. Okay, constant phase, that is called as phase velocity. So that's why this value is constant. Okay, omega t minus k is represent phase of a. Phase of a, we know that phase means so how much of distance that is which is moves with the equal phases, that is said to be phase. Okay, here omega t minus kt is nothing but, so it is the phase of a wave. So according to definition of phase velocity, so omega t minus kt is equal to constant. Suppose differentiate both side. Okay, differentiate both sides. Okay, so then if I differentiate this term omega with respect to time, that is omega into dt by t. Okay, minus omega is the angular. Omega is nothing but angular frequency for the phase velocity. Okay, it is moves with the uniform amplitude, that's why. So this value is constant, that's why I kept aside as a constant, that is omega is a constant, t by t. Next term k is nothing but propagation constant, it is also constant. So then next term is dx by dt. So then constant is differentiation value is 0. Then omega dt by dt is get cancelled, minus k into dx by dt is equal to 0. That is omega is equal to k into dx by dt. So then dx by dt is equal to omega by k. Okay, then dx by dt is nothing but, so dx by dt is nothing but rate of change of displacement, it is said to be velocity, that is Vp. Okay, that is by, this is called as phase velocity. Phase velocity is equal to omega by k. So this is the derivation for phase velocity. In your exam it will be, maybe it asks like define phase velocity and derive the expression for phase velocity. Girls, understood? Hello girls. Hello. Next one. Next topic, group velocity. Next topic is group velocity. Okay. Group velocity means, okay ma. listen here. Group velocity means, okay, we know that. So what is a, okay, interference? What is meant by interference? What is mean by interference? So we discussed in the previous class, okay, in the fourth semester. Yes or no? Phase, okay. So interference means when two waves are meet, okay, one point, then resultant amplitude is, okay, either constructive interference or a destructive interference. Okay, that is called as interference. Interference means when two waves are meet at one point, then amplitude is changes. So that phenomenon is called as interference. Okay, here also, suppose this is the one wave, this is the another wave. Group velocity means when, okay, two or more, suppose two or more, okay, which are different amplitudes and different frequencies. So they are meet at one point. They are meet at one point. So then resultant of these one, okay, after getting the constructive interference or destructive interference, so the resultant wave is, suppose, okay, if it is like that, if it is, suppose the resultant wave is becomes like that, because of when two or more waves are interferes, okay, which are, okay, whose amplitude is changes, okay, because, okay, these three are in the same phase, then it is will be constructive interference, then it will be constructive interference, then slowly it is increases the amplitude, then, okay, finally its amplitude is decreases. Okay, that is nothing but when two or more waves are meet one point, then it is get the interference. So that, okay, which are move in a one wave pocket, that is called as a group velocity. That is called as a group velocity. Guys, understand? Group velocity, phase velocity means single wave which is moves with the constant phase. Okay, ma'am. Okay, group velocity means, okay, two or more particles are, okay, which are waves are, okay, which are move or meet one point and they are interferes and that way then move as a one single, okay, they are move as a one pocket, one wave pocket, that is said to be group velocity. Guys, did you get understand? Hello, group velocity. Two or more waves are interference and, okay, which are became as a one wave packet. Okay, resultant of this three one is becomes as, okay, which is move as a one wave pocket, so which is called as a group velocity. Okay, so now we have to derive the expression for group velocity. Let us consider, let us consider two waves, not three waves. Let us consider two waves are, okay, okay, two waves are having the same amplitude, slightly different angular frequencies. Suppose, okay, when two waves are, okay, which has the same amplitude, amplitudes are same, and frequencies, suppose, okay, which are moving with the different, okay, small slightly changes different frequencies. They are moving forward direction. So with the velocities are, okay, small, okay, there is a frequency changes. So okay, its velocity is also small differences whose velocity is considered as v1 and v2. Okay, then, so according to definition of the wave, okay, wave representation. So displacement formula, what is y1 is equal to, for the first wave, y1 is equal to a sine, okay, omega 1 t minus k1 x. Okay, for first wave. For second wave, suppose displacement is, okay, y2 is equal to a, amplitudes are equal, so that's why I represent as a sine of omega 2 into t minus k2 into x. Okay, this is equation number 2. Okay, so then, so these two are the definition of the group velocity. So then these two are okay, that is superposition means, so which, okay, the two waves are in the same phase, when they are getting in the interference, then the resultant amplitude is increases, that is said to be superposition. Okay, suppose okay, then these two waves are okay, superposition, they are in superposition interference, then, okay, resultant amplitude is becomes y is equal to y1 plus y2. Okay, ma. So then we have to find that y is equal to, now, okay, calculate, simplifying these two equations, that is y1 is equal to, okay, y1 is equal to a sine omega 1 t minus k1 x. ఒక 2 minutes, ఒక 5 minutes. A sin omega 1 t minus k1 x plus A sin omega 2 t minus k2 x. Then y is equal to, okay, so this is in the form of sin a minus b sin c minus d form. Okay, then so the formula that is 2 cos a plus b minus 2 sin 2 cos a plus b into sin a minus b. Okay, so now we have to simplify this one, that is cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t minus k1 minus k2 by 2 into x. Okay, this is the first term into last term into sin of omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into 2 into t minus k1 plus k2 by 2 into x. Okay, so this is the according to definition of sin c minus d plus sin d sorry a minus b sin c minus d formula. Okay, so then y is equal to 2a. So here omega 1 minus omega t is nothing but change in angular frequency, as simply written as that is cos of d omega. D omega is nothing but change, d omega by 2 into t next minus, so k1 minus k2 can be written as, okay, that is also change in propagation constant. Okay, that's why dk by 2 into x. Okay, next sign of omega 1 plus omega 2 is nothing but, so that is nothing but nearly equal, okay, frequencies. So that's why I simply written as, so that is omega t minus kx because of here adding this is the difference is nothing but, so d omega, so adding, when we are adding and take the average, that value is nothing but omega 1 plus omega 2 is nearly equal value. Okay, we already said that, so that's why nearly equal by 2. Okay, this is the average value, so that's why, so after adding them, okay, we get so that is omega 1 plus omega 2 is by 2 is equal to nothing but omega, that is 2 omega by 2, 2 cancel, then omega k1 plus k2 is nothing but 2k by 2. Okay, then okay, value is also k. So then so y is equal to 2a cos, okay, 2a cos omega by 2 into t minus dk by 2 into x. Okay, so this is the okay, indicates that amplitude. Okay, చూడండి, okay, this is in the form of y is equal to amplitude, y is equal to it is in the form of y is equal to, okay, a into cos omega t minus kx into, okay, some value is there. Okay, that's why, so it is in the form of, okay, it is in the form of, okay, displacement of a wave. So in this, okay, this total term is indicate that, okay, here this total term is considered as amplitude. This is the sin omega t minus kx. Okay, so this value is indicates that amplitude. Okay, so then y is equal, amplitude is equal to 2a cos, suppose if I take the common d omega by 2 from this, okay, this is the amplitude equation. Okay, so in this d omega by 2 is take common, then okay, remaining term is t minus, okay, here dk by d omega because of omega is taken common from these two terms, so then dk by omega into x because of 2 to get cancelled. Okay, so then Then this can be written as 2a into cos omega by 2 into t minus x by vg because of um, here let's see dk by d omega. Okay, vp is nothing but omega by k. Okay, vg is nothing but group velocity. D omega by dk is said to be group velocity, is a group velocity. So that's why here dk by d omega is nothing but vg because 1 by vg. Guys, understand? Here vp is nothing but phase velocity omega by k. If I differentiate both sides, so then d omega by dk is nothing but it is the group velocity. So this vg here dk by d omega is there. Okay, so that is nothing but so dk by d omega is nothing but 1 by g. So simply amplitude of the group velocity can be written as that is 2k into cos of d omega by 2 into t minus x by vg. Okay, here vg is nothing but vg is nothing but group velocity, that is d omega by dk. Okay, this is the expression for group velocity. Yes, understand? Hello.